if your teammate gets gone on by a slot up Blink Crash, it's like you can Astral them. It's definitely a nice pick, but they want something more explosive. The Invoker.
Wave up, but you're going to have level 2 Fade Bolt, plus having the overwhelming odds. They're really good creep, like wave nukers.
Yeah, it's very hard to kill the Lone Druid though, like when he's pushing.
Oh, top lane, this could be the first blood. Crush over on S4, can't press the attack, gets entangled up, now he will, but it's already too late. The damage is done, and Arteezy will spill the first blood.
That's a root on command right there. Very nice timing with the Savage Roar too, so he couldn't press the attack on himself.
Oh, Universe burning a little bit, gets the Malphus off on Notal, and now Zai rotates down the bottom lane. Notal looking to go into the tree lines with the extra TP support arriving from Crit. He can actually starts off a little bit with a catcher, so Notal, yeah, way too deep, and EG will actually get their second kill of the game after 4 minutes of silence. Ana not committing the cold snap, didn't really have a lot of mana to work with, only sitting at 200 of his 470.
Arteezy's actually going for treads, I see. Usually it's a phase boost for more
nice
damage.
crush, really nice crush from Zai. The problem is he actually had a sprite on him. So he turned around to actually beat into flying, but it took way too long to get the attack in. I'm wondering if they were considering sending him up, or if it's just a misclick.
Mid lane, Sumail's positioned quite nicely on the right side.
He's got Scream and Sonic Wave. It commits both! Finds a very quick pop on Ana. He's got a haste rune available, got to trigger it, bottle up quickly. No one charge available. Fly turning on the Sunray. Sumail needs a movement speed to get away, but he's actually ticking down. Bottle charges. He's got enough to survive. Getting away with murder right under the noses in behind the tower. Who's coming up? So Ana right on top of the observer ward. I'll also see that TP arrive, so Fly reveals himself for a moment, and Zai's kind of in no man's land. He doesn't have sprint available. He's got his crush, but with the cold snap and now the sun ray, he's going to put on sprint. He needs more movement speed, but Jirax is there, and S4 is too. So the first duel of the game, and S4, well, he is a winner.
Usually when you'll see it picked up, but he's kind of the only one that does like significant amounts of magic damage on his team, but it's pretty good.
Notal's trying to use his Dominator creep to try and force Arteezy away, but Arteezy gets the root on command once again, and Notal, Arteezy has the damage. Jirax moving over, Arteezy starts his TP, but Telekinesis is there, picking up the Lone Druid, pulling it back in. Tornado from Ana as well, and Arteezy dies from the fall.
Pretty rough for both Notal and Arteezy, but bottom lane constantly occupying that.
Thanks to that Observe Ward they have up next to their shrine. They know exactly where Zai moved over, and that's why Ana picks him up, throws him down. Cold Snap's available, S4's moving over, Duel is up, Crit already starts the disruption, and Zai, so low on life, burns out to the EMP. EG knew they weren't going to fight that on top of a shrine that hadn't been triggered yet. That's almost suicide at this point of the game to do it.
He's trying to scout them out with the Hellbear Smasher. He knows exactly where he is. Jirax could lift him up right now.
Well, there's some out disruption, catcher. So over on S4, in comes Zai from the rear. Jirax will pick him up and actually throw him into the fight and into the Eclipse and Duel of S4. They have the damage output, and with the Sunray, Universe will burn as well. It was Ana who had the damage. Jirax on the run. That last attack in from the Lone Druid. It's more than enough damage to find it. But this is a 2-for-1 trade-off.
Quite well with Midas almost up in 500 gold, but EG, they want to strike mid, take down this T1.
Doesn't even have the intimidation of something like Amplification. Sumail in through the rear. Okay, he's got a lot of movement speed with that haste rune. Can they duel? No, S4 couldn't get it off in time. So they turn on the Sun Ray. There's a quick little dispel. Sumail's in trouble, no longer hasted. And Ana really doing work. 5-1 on this Invoker. Or they could just send a Purge Creep, and they'll find out. In they go into the pit. They know Roshan. He is being done, so S4 jumps over. That's a big overwhelming odds on the EG. They already have to commit the mech, but the EMP Tornado, it catches 3 plus a bear. Universe already very low on mana. The Savage Roar trying to create a little bit more space. Notal having to fight hard against himself with that catcher. Notal's almost going down. The bear moves forward. Sumail capitalized on the moment. And Universe, if only he had mana, he would turn around onto S4. The Deafening Blast pushing him out. S4, one more attack with the help of Ana. They'll find the kill. Stick charges for S4. He's got press the attack, so he can turn this around if he wants to get rid of that miss on Invoker, but it won't happen. He'll die too soon. And Arteezy in range form. It's so much damage, somehow back to the front lines too. So much mana. He's got the regeneration up thanks to the bottle charge that was still available. Arteezy under the triple kill, but Jirax walking straight back down the lane with the Observe Ward. They caught a glimpse and the double attacks. Arteezy is a cannon. We're getting an ultra kill with the fight. And now we can go back to finish what they started. Out just in time. These observe wards from EG are now watching the rotation. Fly, turning on the Sunray. They can't even kill the Purge Creep and the Bear. They know it doesn't have a lot of life, so it's just walking basically money. Universe purged up, can't get in close. Luna, however, really taking a pummeling, and she'll go down the Eclipse. Only one beam was able to explode. Fly with this stun. They turn on the Sunray, but he'll be stranded out here. The Lone Druid Bear, the thing which is probably more fragile than anything else in EG, will survive while Luna and Phoenix fall.
Like, Lone Druid Bear just identifies the weak heroes and you can start ripping them apart. Whereas, like, OG, they don't really have anyone that can stand in front, provide them vision, so that the Luna can actually do her damage. This is why you'll usually see, like, a more tanky build on the Leech Commander, Armlet in particular.
He needs to get out of here right now. He was so close. He's 1 gold away. Actually, for a split second, he had enough to buy his Blink Dagger. And then EG snuffed him out. Coming up, but OG is still having a crack at Roshan, down to 1/3. Crit will now have to scout in. Shadow Poison's there at the same time as No-Tal gets stunned. The lightning shielded Bear runs forward, and OG want to back up.
Yeah, he has Mjolnir already. That's a really bad sign for OG. They probably actually need
the jump and crush! 3 in the Sonic Wave, it's 4! Sumail going in, going hard. He's already got 2. Disruption on the back lines. It's a Luna coming out, the Eclipse, but No-Tal rooted up. 3 heroes down for OG. The perfect crush. Zai reveals his Blink Dagger for the first time. And he stuns more heroes than he does with Centaurs.
that Observer Ward.
S4, duel, he starts over on the SD, the crush is there, S4, the Blade Mail won't protect him, into the Nova, but Zai, he's burning out, but not fast enough. OG will lose everybody, all 5 heroes gone, plus the Aegis, held in the hands of EG. If that was the case, there'll be a hell of a lot more Enigma than just Yao 8.
It's banned all the time.
Life is hard. Observer and Sentry. Down for OG, they got really good vision. They're looking for their opening with the disruption up. Universe jumps in! There's your 3-man hole with a Sonic Wave! A triple kill perfectly for Sumail. Arteezy will finish off Fly. And OG, they are in a pickle.
That was some godlike reflexes from Shadow Demon, disrupting Legion Commander as he blinked in, and Universe, he got the black hole that he was looking for. He just needed to get the Rubik, and that he did.
He really, really did. This mid tower, it doesn't last long. Universe with a blink into the stun. They have to trigger off the Shrine just to give Fly that little bit more sustain. But the melee racks, it just can't withstand this, and now they go again. Crit setting up on the target. They look for No-Tal. They slow him down with a Purge. No-Tal throws out the ultimate. The Eclipse, he's still gonna tick out. Crit's there with a big stun. This should be it. OG's losing way too many, and EG still have a full army inside the OG base. Sumail jumping in deeper, press the attackers off. Sunstrike gonna hit its mark. Sumail, disruption is there. He's still got a lot of life up his sleeve, wants to blink away. Zion for the crush, the duel has begun. Sumail is locked in, but he actually becomes a winner. You can't even win your duels on this front. No-Tal being brought down by Arteezy, and there it is. The GG call comes out. Evil Geniuses take game 1 against OG.
Taking Luna's a trap. Arteezy's just fountain camping them.
Ganked by the Chen rotations as well. It has an escape. If you pick a mid that gets pressured, you could just lose that lane. Ah, Tinker.
Is that a Sumail?
Don't have a huge amount of damage. You can like Rolling Boulder into Clap and Shadow Wave, which will do a decent amount. And in fact, that's exactly what they do. But Crit gets the double crush off. There's your Shadow Wave. The damage is good, but Crit being the one to tank it meant that he'll end up surviving. Universe, oh wow, No-Tal's so low. Centaur Conqueror is so close, but Sumail's already got the first blood over on Anna. A quick reply by Zai. Rolling Boulder forward from G-Rex, can't get close up to Universe. Centaur Conqueror coming in again, so Zai comboing up with the Darkseer. Courier just hit 3 minutes anyway, so he can bottle up. He may even just try and then keep all 3 charges of the bottle too.
G-Rex trying to perhaps interrupt Sumail.
He walks over,
but
Troll Trap into the stun. Sumail, he's still got rockets and laser, but he decides just to wait until Zai's done enough damage that he can kill secure with the laser itself.
Prevented Earthspear from ganking him, and seems like top lane is also not going well for S4, so EG coming out far ahead of this lane.
Here comes Zai again.
No tail on the bottom lane.
It's the troll trap. Here comes your Centaur Stomp. Meepo locked in. Universal run forward. You actually get the Iron Shell up in time, and no tail will fall. You want the Meepo to be shut down. He's died multiple times, even though he has managed to pick up 16 CS. Then got seen by the Observer of EG, rolls back up, and then Crit just can't stay on top of him. Such an amazing hero, and really, they just surged a Hellbear in with an Iron Shell as well. Another kill on the bottom lane. Now the third death of the Meepo. I was very happy just to laser him in return. Zai invading in deep thanks to the Observer board. He sees a lot of maneuvering, including Jirax, so he waits for him to come up the hillside. Penitent Man, he will not pass Jirax, getting stunned up, rolling boulder around. He had a small little opening. Meanwhile, No Tail's been brought down by Universe, and Jirax the crush from Crit. It reaches over the hill thanks to the Observer ward. You can see on the other side of the tree line
all the Radiant heroes on top of them, but EG doesn't really seem to be letting that happen, and Sumail's pressuring No-Tail on the side lanes. He did not go for that bottle that he had in his quick buy, so a little hard press for sustain.
They got the sun over on Brewmaster. You'll have to go for that Shallow Grave. Primal Split is now out. Arteezy is on the run. Jirax wants to be winning, but the Surge, he's too far away. The rockets have been thrown, so Arteezy will make it to the tree line. Trigger off his one charge to start the TP. They'll see him, and just in time, send him up and towards the air, drop him down quickly, and Arteezy will be the first kill that OG is able to claim, and it took him 10 and almost a half minutes to achieve it. Okay, no, that's what it is. It's going to go into the Dominator, the heavy armor, the heavy army.
Dominator is great on Chen. I think the HPR is incredibly good too. No tail, double
poofs. The crush will come in. Sumail will arrive. Arteezy's here as well, so No Tail will die. He had teammates nearby, but nowhere near close enough to react. And what do they do now? You wait 25 seconds for him to come up. The tier 2 tower objective will be taken. So Fly stays in close, rolling boulder forward. It's a nice kick turn on the Magnetize with a Sonic Wave from Ana. The damage is big. Crit will fall. Jirax is ticking down as well. He'll be saved by that Shallow Grave. So 2 loss for EG. Universe bailing out. It'll end up being a 2-for-2 trade-off. Zai's damage with his army still there.
Pack will kill Vengeful Spirit, also 0 and 2 right now. However, Tinker yet to die this game and very close to picking up Blink Dagger.
Stun. Who needs a Blink Dagger when you have Arteezy? Queen of Pain. She'll go down. Kind of wanted to say like space is going to be created because OG keeps that tier 2 tower alive.
Meepo's getting there. He already has his level 1 talent. 15 damage really helps a lot when you're trying to farm up neutrals constantly. There's
your Blink Crush. Right on top of the Queen of Pain. Fly was able to get the Shallow Grave off, but Ana blinks up. Ana away, but No Tail poofing out, able to do so. Nice weave from Fly with a negative armor. Maybe EG will think twice about going in. Or maybe not. Crit jumps in so far. With that missed up, he already finds one. Jirax, they body block him up, so he can't really rolling bolt around this one. And that's another 2 heroes down for OG, now making it a very big margin for EG. 12-3 on the board, and maybe even more. Crit actually gets the stun. No Tail caught outside the base, stunned up. 3 heroes down now. In just the last minute, this advantage, it is skyrocketing for EG.
This for the Queen of Pain and the Meepo. Meepo has been put in the grave 6 times, and Queen of Pain has just felt useless. She almost died from full HP. Regen up and just almost died again.
Arteezy couldn't get the stun off, was actually dodged by the Primal Split, but Earthspirit never got into the fight. The Sonic Wave will hit nicely, but both Mech and Hand of God, so much life coming back. Chen will be the casualty, and then the stun. Ana, nowhere to run. The Marsh, the machines are down. It's too much damage. Even Fly starts his TP. That Shallow Grave will last just long enough for him to get back, but S4 won't be so lucky. Tinker's coming back in again on the BT. Zai with a double kill. 16-4. This is now one of the earliest pushes into the base we've had in Dota Pit so far. 15 minutes and EG are taking a tier 3 tower.
E3 and Rags being breached at just 15.5 minutes, and No Tail just has not had the space to farm at all, under constant pressure from the Ion Shells in the lane, and all the T1s being taken down by Chen, and it has been a nightmare for him.
Tank is back. But they've already done the job off the back. The Crush 3-man is practically a ravage. OG losing so much. The Dazzle will fall. No Tail will go down the back lines. Jirax wants to roll back in again, make the most of this Magnetize. It kind of feels over, and they're just looking for any kind of bone that EG will throw them, but it doesn't really exist.
Mass auto strat too. Between the Greaves and the Helm of Dominator and the Chen creeps and the Chen heal, they just straight heal through that Magnetize. It's as if they had a healing order, even better. That was crazy. Trying to get something out of this, get the T2 on bottom, but Tinker's already there to try and march out the wave, and No Tail under heavy fire.
Crit, able to get the stun. If he gets an extra bash, Meepo trying to poof out, not in time. 50 seconds on the sideline for No Tail.
He's at that point where he's not even strong enough to split push and just poof out at will.
The Queen of Pain all have buyback available.
Well, here we go. ES potentially coming in from the sides, trying to scout out for the Tinker. That could be a great way for them to start the fight if Jerax can get the stun off.
He's really close, but Samel just blinks a little bit further back. The stun will go on Arteezy, not the one they want. He's got the Aegis Steam. That's the reason why Arteezy's on the front lines, and S4 almost dying to just the march of the machines and the spam from range.
And that's an Alpha Wolf sitting right there too. Buff up Arteezy's damage and a place for the Tinker to TP to.
Oh, Samel, he jumped in a little bit closer. No Tail thought that was his opportunity, but then the back 3-man wall and 3-man crush. EG hit the combination. They don't get the kills off it, however. There's a little bit of interruption on the back lines by Jerax. Again, trying to create space for his team, and with the rest of this Bruling ultimate, they have to try and kill off something. Even if it's just burning the Aegis, the Immortal, it stops Arteezy from standing in the front lines. They don't have the damage, they don't have the control. Brewmaster will go back into his normal self. Shallow-Graves used on Anima crit right there for the crush. Arteezy on the money. There's your nuke. Queen of Pain will buy back, and OG will throw everything, mainly their bodies, at this EG lineup. And Universe, another quick back. He's just trying to keep him in place. The wall's in pretty deep, so they just make more copies, more vision. The top right is totally gone. Another crush out. Jerax is gone. OG huddling on their tier 4 towers. The damage from Samhail is way too big. And there it is. GG is called. Evil Geniuses will do it in 21.5. Taking out OG 2-0 in the winners bracket final.